Welcome into the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by Divine Fitness. I'm your host, David Simpson. We're on the field here at Bill Maher Stadium, and joining me now is head football coach Jake Gaines to recap Friday night's big win over Springville. And Coach, I looked at the stats you had added, and it was, you couldn't get any better. 279.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I kept looking, I go, this can't be right.
Yeah. We said the same thing.
558 total yards offense. Man, congratulations on that.
That. That's the credit to the offensive staff and the offensive players. To have the exact same rushing and passing yards, it was pretty cool. You know, I think we try to be 50-50, but that was it was interesting to see for sure. But no, we had a great night offensively, defensively as well, and obviously that played into that with some good field position and some other things on special teams. But just overall, really happy with the guys' performance Friday. They handled that game like champs, and just proud of them.
They took care of business early. Congratulations on another region championship, back-to-back, first in school history. I know you kind of mentioned that region championships are good, but your main focus is the blue map. How do you stress that to the guys? Do you even talk about region championships any?
No, we don't. We've talked about getting in the playoffs, and then we've talked about, you know, wanting to have home field for as long as possible, just to play here at the Bill and have our fans not have to travel too far. And really that's the importance of a region championship, is just getting that one seed, and it gives you, still with the bracket, you could be traveling home. It just depends on how other games go. But for us, we just control what we can control, and I'm just thankful for that. Definitely not, you know, our end all be all, but it is nice to kind of get it along the way.
One thing about your offense, Jake Lowry had a great night. You know, he was 12 of 14 for 279. K-Train was 7 carries for 110 yards. And then Juju Hill had 2 TDs and 1 interception on the night. But I want to ask you about Aiden White on the reverse. Yeah. What'd y'all clock him on the speed?
So he broke over 20 in full pads, which is really good. He was 20.4, which is great. He hadn't hit 21 yet. We've only had 2. I think 2 or 3 hit 21 in a game, but he was close, and he was moving, and it was just good to see him get in the paint. You know, he's had a lot of close calls with some touchdowns. You know, tackled at the 2 or 3, or I think he's had a couple called back. I know he had 1 called back versus Jacksonville, but just to see him get in the end zone, find a way, made some really good moves there to finish off that run. So just happy for him.
So, Coach, I know Coach Metcalf, his first year at Springville, he's trying to build the program up from basically from the bottom to the top. How do you handle a game like when you know you're pretty much the better team, but they kept fighting? I noticed in them they kept fighting. So how do you just keep your kids focused on a game like this? Yeah,
you know, I think it goes back to when you're playing a team that might feel the opposite, like a Gainesville or an Auburn. You just always talk about yourself and make it about yourself. Don't make it about an opponent. That way you create a standard of how you want to play or how you want to coach. And if you play and coach to that standard, then the results should take care of itself. And so for us all week, we weren't talking about their record or this or that, or we were just strictly talking about us and what we wanted to do and how we wanted to have success on Friday night, and we came out and we did that.
I noticed we've had this week will be game number 10 coming up, but health-wise, how are we looking? I know that Cam was held out, and it may be just because it was a physical game against Leeds.
Yeah.
So the health-wise, we're looking good.
Yeah, we're good. Cam could have gone Friday. He just rolled his ankle a little bit versus Leeds, but we held him out just out of precaution and made it out pretty healthy. I mean, we're heading into game 10 of a really tough 10-game in a row schedule. Coming into this one, we got game, then bye week, which will be huge. But, you know, just shout out to Coach Cam and Coach Colby and all the things we do that are what I believe is next level with our, you know, prehab and just everything that we do to try to take care of these kids, from the nutrition all the way down to the type of stretching we do. And it is big time, and it works, and it's shown the past couple of years with our success not having major injuries, knock on wood. So really, really thankful for that.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks again for the recap of the Springville game. Joining me when we come back from commercial break, we're going to talk to Juju Hill and Kaden Koffield. You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back in to the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by Divine Fitness. Joining me now is running back Juju Hill. And Juju, thank you for joining us today. Big game Friday night against Springville. Talk about the game a little bit.
It was a fun game to play, watching everybody excited to get in, everybody getting reps, and just showing what they can do.
Do you like having that two-back set with you and KJ or you and the Cameron back there?
Yes, sir. I like it because it like makes a bond more, seeing everybody each in the backfield.
Yeah. I noticed one thing too. They put you on defense, and
Yes, sir.
man, you can sky.
Oh yeah.
They got you an INT.
Yes, sir.
So what was you thinking during that play?
I wasn't really sure they weren't gonna throw the ball. I thought I knew they would try to score, but I wasn't sure they were gonna throw the ball. So once I dropped back and I saw them throw the ball, I was like, I gotta pick it so they don't score. So once I got the ball, I just got up and ran to Coach Gaines.
It was a great play. Friday night, you're on the road at Lincoln to close out the regular season. I know you probably hadn't seen much film on Lincoln yet, but kind of talk about this week's game.
This week, we want to just make it about us and just get through the game, and then just stay healthy, just get to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, so we like to have nicknames for our players. You notice that Cameron's the Beast.
Yes, sir.
Kevin James, the K-Train, or Iron Man now. So Juju, that's your nickname. So what's your real name?
Justin.
Justin. All right. So everybody asks about that. So it is Justin. And Juju is his nickname. We're gonna stick with Juju because we like it. Well, what's one thing the fans in Moody don't know about Juju Hill?
I like to go fishing, hang out with friends a lot, and every now and then I play video games.
Okay. Well, that's good, Juju. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we look forward and hoping and praying for a great game, healthy game Friday night and for the rest of the season.
Thank
you,
you,
Juju.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back into the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Joining me now is senior defensive back Kaden Koffield. Kaden, big win Friday night here at the Bill. Another region championship for Moody. Talk about the Springville game a little bit.
We just came into it thinking it was the next one, so we took care of business like we were supposed to and got out of there pretty quick.
So you had the shutout most of the game. Do you encourage the backups to try to get that shutout?
Yes, sir. Our shutout is very important to us. It's just as a defense, having a 0 on the scoreboard, there's nothing better than that. It's like scoring 6 touchdowns in a game.
As a senior DB, are you calling some plays for the defense?
Not really calling any plays. I'd say the linebackers and safeties, me and Owen, we're making checks on the field as the game goes along.
Well, this Friday night, last regular season game on the road at Lincoln. Thoughts about last regular season game as a senior?
It's surreal, but time does fly by, but it's nothing to hang my head on. It's been a great 4 years here at Moody.
What's one thing the fans at Moody don't know about Kaden Koffield?
I enjoy watching football and diving deeper into the game.
So who's your favorite team?
Auburn, sadly.
I'm an Auburn fan too, man.
Yeah.
I feel the pain.
Yeah, sadly,
It's just a tough
Auburn.
year.
Yeah.
But hey, there's always next year. That's
There
all
is
I
always
always
next
say.
year.
All right, well, Kaden, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, sir,
We're
thank
praying
you.
for a good game, a healthy game Friday night. When we come back, we're going to talk to head football coach Jake Gaines about this week's game at Lincoln. You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by Divine Fitness. Well, Coach, game number 10 on the road at Lincoln. Lincoln's 2-6 overall, 1-4 in the region. They have a new head coach in Brett Henderson. This is his first ever head coaching job, from what I found. So, anything different with Lincoln compared from last year to this year?
Yeah, I think schematically they're a lot different. They're running a different offense and a different style defense. Structurally, and I think the kids are playing really hard. I think last year they had a tough year. I think they were 0-8 coming into our game, and they were playing a lot of young guys. They still are playing a lot of young guys, but just like with Springville, their kids play really hard.
They do, yeah.
They've been in a game 2 weeks ago against Jacksonville. They were in it last week with St. Clair. So there's no quit in those kids, and you can tell that's part of the new coach and his culture of playing hard. They're physical. They're a downhill run it at you kind of team, and then on defense they show you a bunch of looks and are multiple in the back end. So again, it's another week where we got to make it about ourselves and try not to out-scheme ourselves and just kind of stick to our bread and butter and do what we do. And we got to have a great week of practice.
I noticed they play multiple quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, anytime, we talked about it with Centerpoint, but anytime you have different quarterbacks, you're trying to pick up on tendencies if they like to call certain plays with one or the other. And, for us, it's deciding as a defensive staff, do we want to treat them the exact same, like it's the same person out there, or do we want to treat them like two different quarterbacks? So, through game planning and through practice this week, we'll figure that out and decide where we want to go with that. But, I think it's good and bad. I think it's good to have a change-up, and then at the same time, it might be tough to get in a rhythm depending on who it is and what their mental makeup is. And again, I don't know their kids, and I don't know, how that works over there. But I know that for us, it's just a new challenge this week that we've seen in the past. But ultimately, we just got to decide how we want to treat it, how we want to game plan for it.
Well, Coach, it's hard to believe this is game number 10. It just seems like we were talking about the Gainesville, Georgia game, and, man, 10 straight weeks. And, being 7-2 now, possibly finish the season 8-2 for that playoff run is hats off to you and your coaching staff. Well, Coach, we look forward to this Friday night on the road at Lincoln. Again, Moody will be on the road at Lincoln. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. 411 Network will start the broadcast around 6 p.m. Hope to see a big crowd at Lincoln this coming Friday night. Go Blue Devils.
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere. What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
As respected industry leaders,
we are here,
working hard for you
in an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches,
athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you,
aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils!
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
I'm Ashlyn Cook.
I'm Brett Madison.
I'm Willis Strickland.
I'm Brett Stagg.
I'm David Simpson.
Hey, this is Coach Gaines, and you're watching Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411 Network.
A season that began with question marks ends with a championship. The 7-2 Moody Blue Devils have battled back from a season-opening stumble to roar to a 4-game win streak with signature victories over Oxford and Helena and a crushing shutout win over the 5A 7th-ranked St. Clair County Saints. But tonight, they look to put the finishing touches on a spectacular season before November's playoff run begins. Hello again, everybody. I'm David Simpson alongside my partner, former Moody Blue Devil state champion Brett Staggs, and the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. We welcome you to Keith Howard Memorial Stadium and to the 411 Network. Also want to give a shout-out to our 411 director, Ashlyn Cook, and to our producer, engineer, Eric Parsons. Both play a huge part in providing tonight's broadcast. It is a cool night here in Lincoln, Alabama. Brett Staggs, Willie Strickland. It's going to get a little colder, so the toboggan will be coming out later on for this guy with a bald head and Willie down there. We know. Oh, Willie, your mic's not on there. But, Brett Staggs, what do you think about the weather so far?
This is what they call football weather. And it's only going to get a little bit colder as the year goes on. But we're sitting here thinking a couple weeks ago it was pretty cool. Especially towards the end of the game in Leeds, and then last week it warmed up a little bit. But I cannot believe.
Okay, I guess I'm up now.
Yeah, you're up and running now.
Thank you, Eric.
Just had to turn that on button on.
Well, Eric did some wonderful magic up there, so But look, last time we were here, we talked about it. The lights went out. Let's not have that again tonight.
Amen to that. Amen to that. But it's hard to believe this is week 10 straight weeks of football for our Moody Blue Devils. And what we talked about this all year long, what we started out in Gainesville, Georgia, scratching our heads and thinking, man, what's this season going to unfold? And it unfolded pretty perfectly. Just a stumble against Auburn High School, but big wins over Oxford and Helena. That's when the win over Oxford, Brett and Willie, kind of you saw that what this team had, the potential this team had, and then the win over Helena, which was a dogfight. It was a dogfight.
That win over Oxford, to me, gave me the same feeling that I had when we beat Helena last year. And I know that was early in the season, but if you remember last year, we're playing some good games, but we're stumbling here and there. We're playing some good games, we're stumbling here and there, and then we go into Helena and we really put a complete game together, and we find a way to win. And I know it's early in the season, so many questions after Gainesville. Everybody's asking questions, playing against a nationally ranked team, just stud 7A. They'd be a 7A if they were here in Alabama, and everybody's asking questions, did Moody fall off? What happened here, blah, blah, blah. And then we go into Oxford. And I think we talked about if we play like we played against Oxford, we could beat anybody.
Yeah.
They just really put things together and came out and had fire, found a way to win the football game and be competitive. And you're right. From those first couple of games, I cannot believe we're sitting here. We're a week away from November. We're able to say next month is Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and it's just crazy how fast the season went by. And it's just been such an honor and a pleasure to get to sit up here with you and talk with Willie and Eric and Ashley and Brett and the entire crew that put this on. You can talk to my wife. I love this so much. I talk about it all week. I talk about how much I enjoy it, and it's been such a fantastic season. And I'm excited to finish out the regular season here, even though I don't really like being in Lincoln High School all that much.
Well, we'll talk about those memories of Lincoln when you played here. But, Willie, thoughts about this season?
It has been a wonderful season, and having been a part of championship runs in the past, this is a good feeling. I've had this feeling before, and I love having it again. And I agree with you guys that win over Oxford, that was a good turning point for us, and we've just picked it up and ran with it ever since. And we come to the end of the regular season, we get a week break next week, and then we start the second season, and I'm ready for it.
That's right. It's going to be a 5-week run, hopefully a 5-week run. But we do get some rest. But I talked to Coach Gaines about injuries. Really, last week Cam Mallory did not play. We mentioned that. Do have some guys that are kind of banged up. Nothing serious in talking to Coach Gaines. But we might see Cam Mallory tonight. We might not. Again, Coach doesn't like to talk about injuries, and I understand that because – when you got some very key players that could be banged up, it's just don't want to give the opposition anything to fuel their fire, I guess, if that's the case. But we'll see some hopefully with this game Lincoln's under a new coaching staff. We talked about that in the coaching show, but these kids fight. It's kind of like Springville. They don't give up, and we can't let them hang around. You let a team like this hang around, it could mean some trouble. But Moody, obviously on paper, has the better team, but sometimes that really doesn't matter. So.
Well, we had the better team against Jacksonville, had the better team against Leeds, and we're talking about dog fights. In any given Friday night, anything can happen. And we talked about this pregame. It's every time we do a halftime score report, we say, wow, Lincoln, look at Lincoln.
Yeah,
They're always in the ball game. They seem to kind of taper off as the game goes on. But any given Friday night, anything can happen, as we saw last night with Corner
and Carver
Birmingham just completely shook up the playoff bracket in just one Thursday night of football.
It looked like last week that Moody would be matching up at home against Carver Birmingham, but with the Carver Birmingham beating Corner last night, it put Corner, dropped them all the way down to the 4th seed. So we'll be hosting Corner Yellow Jackets November 7th, that Friday, if the calendar's correct. Not sure yet. But going back to Lincoln real quick, last week they were in a dogfight with St. Clair County, I believe. I mean, it was back and forth, and St. Clair County pulled it out. But, these kids fight. So it's going to be an interesting night to see what Moody does. And it's a beautiful night of football. I mean, we're here in Lincoln, Alabama, and beautiful stadium here. And you see behind us the school. And it's just going to be a fun night of football. We got our picks coming up. We'll go ahead and get those on the docket before they go. There is senior night here at Lincoln, and hopefully the internet, the streaming service, internet's going good. Eric's giving me a thumbs up. So did get on Facebook. We posted our pregame setup, and some kinfolk, Shelby Bryant Bosworth, said, hey, I hope the streaming works. And Shelby, right now, I hope you're watching the show and giving us a thumbs up. But you just don't know when you hear about the internet. So hopefully one day we can invest in Starlink. That'd be great. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But anyway, we got 10 games on our docket. And last week, Brett Madison, myself, actually, Brett Staggs went 10-0 last week. First time I believe that's happened in our 3 years.
That's a blind squirrel finding a nut right there. It happens every now and then.
Well, you went 10-0. Brett Madison and myself went 9-1. Ashlyn and Willie went 8-2, and Eric was 7-3. Overall standings, Brett Madison leads with 71-19. I'm right behind him at 67-23. Brett Staggs jumped up big. He's 66-24. Willie 65-25. Ashlyn 63-27, and Eric rounds it out at 61-29. So a lot of interesting picks for tonight. And once we get into playoff, we'll do 5A. Yep. We'll do mostly the North, and some of them we're trying to get 10 games to keep it, more easy math for me personally. So and our camera feed just went off. There you go. We're back up. All right. Game number 1, Central Clay County Volunteers. They're 8-1 on the road, playing the Pell City Panthers 6-2. Willie, who do you have?
Well, this is the second meeting between these two. They met last year for the first time, with Central Clay County winning 41-17 at home. This year's game is at Pete Rich, but Pell City is having a great season, will not have enough to overcome the Vols. So I'm picking the Volunteers tonight.
Willie goes with Central Clay County. That's Coach Danny Horn, I believe, right, Willie?
That would be correct.
Yeah, he's a legend.
We've had some run-ins with him in the past.
I'm going to preface this really quickly. I went 10-0 last week. My back's against the wall. I got to make up some ground. I'm going to be in dead last place or first place after this one. I've got maybe some odd picks to go with, but Willie, I'm going to start out by disagreeing with you. It's hard to win in Pete Rich, and Pell City has lost some games, but they've lost them by a close margin. Central Clay County is a perennial powerhouse, but I believe the Pell City Panthers are going to get a win at home tonight.
Brett Staggs goes with PC, Pell City. Brett Madison picks Pell City. Ashley Cook goes with Central Clay County. Eric Parson goes with Pell City, and I'm going to go with the Panthers to get that win. That's my wife's alma mater anyway, so I better go with that. Game number 2, Ider Hornets 1-7 on the road Raglan Purple Devils, who are 3-5. Willie, who do you have?
Like the last game we just picked, this is only the second meeting between these two. Raglan won at Ider last season 47-6. Like you just said, Ider is struggling at 1-7. Raglan hasn't had one of their best seasons either, but they are home tonight, so I'm picking Raglan at home tonight.
Willie goes with the Purple Devils. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
I'm going to agree with you on this one. I'm going the Raglan Purple Devils to get the win tonight also.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, and Eric Parsons and myself are going to go with Raglan to get that win tonight. Game number 3, Cherokee County Warriors 6-3 on the road. Asheville Bulldogs, who are 6-2. Willie, who do you have?
Now, Brett, this is one of those games that you were talking about. The Warriors have been a nightmare for the poor Bulldogs. This series started back in 2006. Asheville is 0-11 in the series. The closest game was a 34-25 loss in 2007. All the other games have been blowouts. 2 weeks ago, I picked the Bulldogs, and they lost. Last week, I didn't pick them, and they won. So stats say I should pick the Bulldogs this week. So I'll give the Bulldogs another chance. I'll pick Asheville to win tonight.
Willie goes with Asheville to get that win. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
I went back and forth with this one, but in the end, I went away with Cherokee County. I'm taking the Warriors to get the win on the road tonight.
Staggs go with Cherokee County. Brett Madison goes with Cherokee County. Ashlyn and Eric goes with Asheville. And this is a tough one. It is a tough game because Asheville's much improved, but I'm going to go with Cherokee County to get that win over Asheville tonight. Next game, Victory Christian Lions 3-4 at Bell Green Bulldogs, who are 5-1. Willie, who do you have?
Bear Green is located in Russellville, Alabama. This is a long road trip for the Lions. Bear Green is only a year old. I didn't know that until I looked that up. This will be the second meeting between these two. Victory won 57-0 last season. Bear Green has found something to hang their hat on at 5-1 this season. They're home, so I'm going to give them an opportunity at home. I'm picking them to win tonight.
Willie goes with Bell Green. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Like you said, Willie, a young team, but able to put a pretty good season together so far at 5-1. Looked at some common opponents they've had, and I'm going to go with Bell Green Bulldogs to get the win tonight.
Brett Madison picks Bell Green. Ashlyn Cook goes with Bell Green. Eric Parsons sticks with Victory Christian, but I'm going to go with Bell Green to get that win tonight. Next game, Geneva County Bulldogs 4-4 on the road at Arrington Purple Cats, who are 6-1. Willie, who do you have?
So this will be the 20th meeting between these two. Arrington leads 11-8. As a football nearly hit me while I'm talking here. Arrington has won the last 4 in the series, and they have won, and they've not been close. Arrington outscored the Bulldogs 162-34 in that 4-game win streak. Geneva lost last one in 2020, 54-41. Arrington is having a special season, and I believe it will continue tonight. So I'm picking those Purple Cats tonight.
Maybe another Purple Rain played at the end of the game. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
I'm going with Arrington Purple Cats also.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself are going with the Purple Cats to get that win tonight. Benjamin Russell Wildcats 7-1 on the road at Chelsea Hornets 5-3. Willie, who do you have?
The Wildcats and the Hornets started playing in 2006. It has not been a good series for the Hornets. They are 1-6 against Benjamin Russell all time. Chelsea's only win came in the first year they played back in 2006, 31-21. Benjamin Russell has a state championship coach, and he brought that mentality to Ben Russell from Montgomery Catholic. So I'm going to pick those Wildcats to get the win over the Hornets tonight.
Willie goes with Benjamin Russell. Brett Staggs, who are you going to go with?
You're right about that. Benjamin Russell has put a powerhouse group together. That coach expects to win a state championship every year he coaches. In fact, I don't know if he can remember the last season he didn't win a state championship at this point. And I'm going to go with the Wildcats to get the victory tonight over the Hornets.
All across the board, everybody's picking Ben Russell to get that win over the Chelsea Hornets. All right, now we're getting into region play. Region 6, 5A Region 6. Tonight, Center Point Eagles 1-6. They're 0-5 in the region. They're at Springville, who is 1-7 and 1-4 in the region. Willie, who do you have?
This series, like many others that we've done this week, started in 2006 when Center Point was still called Irwin. The Eagles owned the Tigers, leading the series 8-1. Springville's only win came in 2008, 35-32. Both of these teams are struggling with first-year head coaches trying to figure out what they have for the future. I'm expecting a close game. It could be a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game, but I'm expecting a close game. And I'm going to go with the Tigers at home.
Willie goes with Springville Tigers to get that win. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Willie, I'm with you. I'm also going with Springville to get the victory at home tonight. I think it could be a close game, but I believe Springville pulls it out.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook go with Center Point. Eric Parsons go with Springville, and I'm going to go with the Tigers to get that win tonight. Next game, the one that all eyes on for this region to get that number 2 spot to be able to host in the first round of the playoffs, is Jacksonville Golden Eagles. They're 5-3 overall, 4-1 in the region. They're at the St. Clair County Saints, who are 7-1 overall and also 4-1 in the region. Willie, who do you have?
This wonderful series started back in 2004, and it's been all Saints. St. Clair is 6-1, winning the first 6 games. Jacksonville won last season 45-21. This is one of the biggest games of the season for these two. The winner will be the 2 seed in the region and hosts a first-round playoff game, while the loser finishes 3rd and travels. St. Clair is home and knows they let one slip away last season in this very game. So I am picking the Saints to march into a home playoff game with a win tonight.
All right, Willie goes with the Fighting Saints. Brett Staggs, who do you have in this one?
This is honestly a game I wish I could be in the stands for. I mean, 2 teams that we played,
I agree.
You know, doing well in our region. I don't feel good about my pick. I wouldn't feel good no matter who I picked. It's just one of those football games. I think the matchup could be a nightmare for either team. But in the end, I chose the Golden Eagles to be road dogs and get the victory tonight.
Oh. Wow. All right. Brett Madison also goes with Jacksonville. Ashlyn Cook and Eric Parsons go with St. Clair County. And you know what? This is a tough one, but I got to go with the Saints, man. They're at home, and I'm going to go with the St. Clair County Saints to get that win. Next game, Leeds Green Wave, 6-3 overall, 3-3 in the region. They're on the road at the Pelham Panthers. They're out of region play. They're playing Pelham Panthers, who is 3-5 overall. Willie, who do you have?
Again, another tough game to pick. This is a short series, with this only being the 4th meeting. They started playing in 1986. Leeds won the first one 7-2, and then won the second meeting in 87, 21-7. Pelham won last season 35-25 at Leeds. Pelham has former Green Wave Ryan Shell as their offensive coordinator, and I'm sure he's excited to play his old school. Leeds has gritty veteran coach Jerry Hood, and as we know, Coach Hood will have something unexpected for the Panthers. So I'm picking the Green Wave to roll out of Pelham with a victory tonight.
All right, Willie. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
I went back and forth on this one as well. Like I said, I could be doing really well or really bad at the end of this week, but, you know, Leeds has a lot going for them. They found that RPO. They got Swain going, later on in the season. He's out for a couple games. Back and forth, I took the Pelham Panthers to get the victory at home tonight over the Green Wave. That's not a popular pick, but that's the one I made.
Brett Madison picks Pelham. Ashton Cook goes with Pelham. Eric Parson picks the Green Wave, and I'm like you. This is a tough game. Leeds is feisty. They just have that where you let them hang around, they find a way to win, and I think they're going to pull out a win on the road. I'm going to go with the Greenies to get that win over Pelham. All right, the final game, the big game. Moody Blue Devils 7-2, 5-0 in the region and region champs. They're on the road here at Lincoln Golden Bears, who were 2-6 overall and 1-4 in the region. Willie, who do you have?
This has been a good series over the years. This is the 14th meeting between Lincoln and Moody, and with Lincoln leading the series 7-6. Moody has won the last 3, outscoring the Bears 123-12. In fact, Moody won last season 66-3. Lincoln last won in 2021, 31-19. I remember that game. Moody is looking to finish the regular season with a win and momentum going into the playoffs. So I'm picking Moody to end the regular season with a big road win and then wait to see what's ahead in the playoffs. We're going with the Blue Devils.
All right, Willie. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Willie, if you took one step back and went about 20 yards to your right, you would be standing on almost the exact spot where my football career came to an end here in this stadium. The last time I was on this field, took a shot in the spleen and ended up going to Pelsey's Hospital and then over to UAB where I spent about a week in the ICU. This was the end. I am a huge Auburn fan, but I'd pick Alabama, I'd pick Georgia, I'd pick anybody in the world over the Lincoln Golden Bears. I can't stand this stadium. Now here's the only respite.
What you're saying.
Here's the only respite. It's not Thursday night game. Listen, I want to plead to all coaches out there, all schedule makers. I know you got your reasons. Don't schedule high school football on Thursday nights. Please, just don't do it. You're going to do what you're going to do, but I'm going to make that request. All that being said, I believe the Blue Devils just have too much firepower. I think this is going to end up being a perfect schedule for the Blue Devils, and I'm really hoping to get to see, just like last week, a lot of our younger guys get some experience. I know that Lincoln's a scrappy team, but I believe the Blue Devils are going to come out on top, be pretty good by midway through the third quarter, and the Blue Devils are going to come out with a victory tonight.
Well, unfortunately, Asheville and St. Clair County next week did not heed your words, and they're playing on Thursday night next week because of Halloween, and I won't even get started on that. We're going to be quiet with that.
Everybody's got to go trick-or-treating, Willie.
I'll be quiet.
Brett Madison, Ashlyn Cook, Eric Parsons, and myself are going to go with the Blue Devils to get this win tonight to finish 8-2 and perfect 6-0 in the region. I think, like we talked earlier, this game, I always worry about these type of games because on paper, Moody's the better team. Injuries, we're getting ready to make that playoff run. We need everybody to be 100% healthy. So hopefully Moody would just take – Coach Gaines and his coaching staff will just take care of what they need to do to get that W, to start playing subs, 2s and 3s, and maybe some 4s to get some playing time, some reps to build the future for next year. So, again, it's a game Moody should win, but you never know on these cold Friday nights how it turns out. All right, our picks are in for this week, the final week of the regular season. It's hard to believe that. And we'll take it, looking over to we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. We're under 15 minutes before kickoff here at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium. Seniors of Lincoln are being recognized on the field right now, and always a special night for senior night. So let's go back to your injury. Were you a junior?
I was a senior in high school. So it was our second to last regular season football game. We were here. It was a region game. If we won this game, we would go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I was going both ways at that point. It was a defensive end and then kind of an H-back spot on offense. And we were at about the 50, and we called a play called Black Washington, which is a wheel route for me. So I come and kind of fake the outright and then hit the sideline and go up. And safety made a great hit, and I did not catch the football. It's a huge regret, and hit the ground. And when I stood up, I just kind of got stuck. Couldn't stand all the way up, and went to the sideline and got checked out, and they ended up sending me out on a stretcher. And I was just thinking, please be a real injury. Please, I don't want to go out on a stretcher and find out I just got the air knocked out of me. That'd be brutal.
Yeah. Well, glad you're okay, and glad you're part of this broadcast. But I know it's brings back a lot of memories. And one day you can bring your daughters up here and walk out there on the 30 and tell them this is where your dad.
Just cut off a piece of turf or something.
Yeah. Now, folks, we are in the stands again, and the band is right next to us to the left. I don't know how this is going to do. I know our great producer engineer will work his magic to keep the sound from being too loud on your TV screen. But they are the stands are nice. Right behind us is almost a I don't know what you call it. It's a nice walking path. It's about what 5 foot.
Yeah.
Between where we're sitting.
It's like a little catwalk.
A little catwalk, and it's so you'll see people. You saw people walking right behind us as we were doing our picks. So little not as big as the home side, but nice stadium. And I see Dahl Morris has made it here. The legend himself, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Bill Morris, is in the house. He's here tonight, so all is well. And I know the Big Boy Club, Steve Howard and Bill Talley, are watching as well. They may even be here. Who knows? But they're watching on the 411 network, and they'll have their little Big Boy breakfast in the morning down there at Jack's and Moody. There's all of them, Don Crow. There's a bunch of them that meet there. So if you have nothing to do, if you're an early morning person and you want to go down there and listen to some good old stories, just go down there and have a biscuit and a cup of coffee, and you'll know pretty much everything going on in Moody. I tell you that. But it's all fun. All fun. There's some good people down there. So we're under 12 minutes now for kickoff. And Lincoln, we talk about Lincoln a little bit. They're under a new coaching staff, trying to build his program up from what happened last year. And you may have some stats on some of the players. I know they use multiple quarterbacks, kind of like Centerpoint does.
Yeah. Their main quarterback, especially recently, has been Collette. He's a junior. He's number 3. He's played 8 games. He's got a 64% completion percentage. He's passed for over 1,300 yards. He's thrown 6 interceptions, so he's not afraid to turn it loose. But he's also got 13 touchdowns, so he's doing pretty well. Then they have a senior, Collins. I don't have as many statistics on him. It doesn't look like they've updated Max Preps as well, but I know that they're kind of a dual quarterback system. Adair is going to be their feature running back. Again, he's a junior. He's number 21. 57 carries for 566 yards. He averages 10 yards per carry. So every time he touches the ball, he's averaging 10 yards. That's incredible numbers after a long 5A schedule, averaging about 80 yards per game. He's going to be solid. And then Collins, who they also use in the run game, he's their leading receiver with over 650 yards. He averages 83 yards receiving per game. He also has more touchdowns than anybody else on the team with 10 touchdowns. They find every way to get him the ball in the run game, in the passing game, and sweeps. So that's number 12. You're really going to key in. He's a senior, and you're going to want to be looking at him all game.
Thank you for that information, Brett. I knew I was looking at Max Preps, and I want to give a shout-out to our coaching staff who keeps that stuff updated for us.
That's
it
right.
Does help us a lot
so much
when we're trying to do our research before each game, and we appreciate all the coaches at Moody who have to, and they're pretty quick. I mean,
very quick.
Yeah, you can get up on Saturday morning, and sometimes it's there, but usually by Sunday before the coaches show, it's already uploaded. And a lot of coaches, a lot of schools we play don't even enter anything at all.
You're right about that. It's so difficult to try to pull tendencies and what we're looking at, and then trying to find film. And our job is made so much easier by the fact that our coaching staff does such a great job.
And just found out from our producer that Jordy Jones who runs one of the Moody football social media accounts, or used to, is involved in it. He is on his honeymoon, and he is in Italy. And I was there in July, Jordy, and it's a beautiful, beautiful country. Enjoy yourself. The food is fabulous, as you probably already know. Lot to see there, a lot of history, just a beautiful, beautiful place. And enjoy yourself while you're there, and we appreciate you tuning in. And it's got to be, I think you're 8 hours ahead, so it's early in the morning.
Dedication.
There. Yeah, I believe that's, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's correct. So he's on his honeymoon. Congratulations, Jordy, to you and your new bride, and safe travels on the way back, but enjoy your time there in Italy. We're under 10 minutes, actually under 8 minutes as the clock keeps ticking down. We should be having our national anthem here shortly before kickoff. Again, the temperature is starting to drop here in Lincoln, and we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on the 411 Network. And here we go we're going to pause for a minute for our national anthem. All right, our national anthem performed by the Lincoln Golden Bears Marching Band. And we're, as you see on the clock, 5 minutes and 37 seconds before kickoff. I don't know if we'll be able to show have the scoreboard on the – Eric, our producer's looking at me, giving me the thumbs down, because when we travel, each school has particular software, and if it doesn't hook up right, we're not able to show it. So we apologize for that, but me and Brett Staggs and Willie will do our best to keep you updated on how much time is left, what yard mark, how much yardage they need, and so forth as this game goes along. But our captains are coming out now, and I have that. Let me get those for you. Tonight it's going to be number 4 for our Blue Devils. That will be Aiden White. Number 12 for the Blue Devils, I believe that's Alex King. Number 23 is going to be, I think that's Caden Mitchell. And number 14 for the Blue Devils, that's Keelan Retta, is your captains for tonight. And now for the Lincoln Golden Bears, and those numbers and those jerseys, man, that is tough from up here.
Yeah, that is tough.
We'll go down to Willie for the coin toss. I'm trying to find Willie.
He doesn't have his ears in.
He probably doesn't realize it's about to be the coin toss.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, so we won't be – Willie's in conversation down there, so I don't think he realizes that it's about to have the coin toss. So – Willie he's in deep conversation with some folks, so we'll let him have his conversation. Trying to see. Wait on the coin toss here.
Blue Devils won and deferred.
Waiting on the official. Lincoln will be receiving. All right, Blue Devil defense will be on the field first. Look at the sign, Brett Staggs.
They're scared. They're shaking. They know they ain't. And I cannot make out that last word.
Even with my glasses on. We still got 2 minutes before kickoff.
Lincoln's got a huge spirit line out there.
They do. And here come your Moody Blue Devils. And with that, it's time for our Stag Steps to Victory.
Here we go, starting off with number 1, a shout out to Coach Wiley. It's all about special teams. We have to find those hidden yards, win the field position battle with smart returns, disciplined coverage, and crisp execution in the kicking game. Every hidden yard we earn forces Lincoln to play longer fields and give our offense shorter paths to points. Step 2, flawless execution. This is a film room game. No missed assignments, no busted coverages, no penalties. Every block, every route, every read has to be clean. Moody should look like a championship team by this point in the season. Polished, disciplined, and relentless in all 3 phases. And step 3, strength in numbers. As we head towards postseason play, depth matters. Get everyone involved and keep our players fresh, rotate personnel, keep our legs under us, and build momentum for the playoff push. A complete team effort tonight sets the tone for the victory and what's ahead, and those are the Stags' steps to victory.
Thank you, Brett. And I see Willie has his ears on now, and Brother Willie, we missed you on that coin toss.
I'll explain.
That's right.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
As always, our kicker for tonight is McPherson. Ryan McPherson will be teeing it up on the 40.
The boot.
Legatron. And we're right in the stands, and fans are right next to us, and so hopefully we'll have nobody getting upset.
We'll see.
We got Bill Morris to our left, so we'll just blame it on him. All right, Ryan McPherson has it teed up. And we are off, week 10, and it will go into the end zone. Lincoln will start from their own 20-yard line. And looks like Cam Mallory did not, so Willie Kimball Jr. will get the start in his place. So I guess he decided that he was going to stay out. We may still see him. I'm trying to find him on the sideline, but
we might see him. For now, we got Willie Kimball. We got Willett in there. We got old Hank in there. You know, they start with 3 down and typically have the option to roll Barack down depending on the look that they get. So Barack's in there kind of at that rotating position.
So it looks like number 10, Allen Thrower, is that correct? Do you show number 10 as a quarterback? That looks like it from here.
It does look like it, but he's listed as a linebacker for me.
They do send the man in motion. He takes a little quick snap. Pass is complete. He's got got blocking out front. He gets positive yardage. He gets about 7-8 yards.
It's like they're trying something new unless they've changed numbers. He's getting a play call from the sideline. I don't have any statistics from him at all for the year from a number 10 at the quarterback position. So we're going to assume that is Allen Thrower until we're proven otherwise.
He is a senior.
Yep.
Actually, he only picked up about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 down for the Golden Bears. He looks to throw. He's being pressured. Fires over the middle. Pass is complete with a penalty flag coming in. Pass was caught by number 9, Kaden Koffield. He is a 6'4", 220 junior for the Golden Bears, but there is a penalty. They may get us for holding, Brett. Declined. Just like holding against Moody. It's declined, so that play does pick up a Lincoln first down, moves the chains for the Golden Bears. Single running back for Lincoln. Little toss over to the left side. He's got a little running room. Again, good yardage for Lincoln.
Trying something different. They've got players lined up in different places all over the field. Their main quarterback, Nicholas Catlett, is actually lined up at wide receiver at the bottom of our screen. He's number 3.
It looks like he gained about 7 yards, so 2nd and 3 now for the Golden Bears. The ball's on the Lincoln 45-yard line. 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go in this first quarter. As you hear the Moody Band, they are right next to us. Takes a snap again. It's a little toss. He's got a little running room over there, and he's going to pick up the first down for Lincoln. So showing a little new wrinkle for their offense tonight, Brett Staggs.
That's right. They're trying out some new players in different places, and they're at a point right now where they're thinking, what do we have to lose? Let's just see if we can gain some momentum going into the next season, as they're not going to make it into the playoffs.
That last play picked up 5 yards, so it's now 1st and 10 right at midfield for Lincoln.
Some different numbers. They're showing number 6 at running back, but I don't have a number 6 listed.
Little pass over there, and then closing quick. Great defensive play by Noah Hicks.
Yep, it's number 2. Here's the replay right here. Receiver slipped up a little bit, but Noah Hicks was all over him before he could get anything going. So that's a great first down play to keep them behind the sticks.
That play lost about 5 yards, so now 2nd and 15 for the Lincoln Golden Bears.
This gives Moody a second to catch a breather and respond to what they've seen. Lincoln's behind the sticks, and they've got 2nd a long way to go. Blue Devils will try to make some adjustments to some new wrinkles they're seeing here.
Josh Willett, Willie Kimball, interior lineman on the defensive side. He's looking to throw. Passes over there, and pass is caught, and good defense by Noah Hicks. He picks up maybe 4 yards.
That was number 3, Nicholas Catlett. He's been listed as the quarterback. Makes a huge catch, but still just a yard short of where they started this set.
We talked in the coaches show about them playing multiple quarterbacks, and sometimes that can mess with you defensively because you don't know the style this quarterback does or that quarterback does.
That's absolutely right.
So big 3rd down now for your Moody defense, 3rd and 11. They're lined up. Actually, they were lined up, and that's going to get them for a false start. They were actually they were like a step ahead of the football there.
And about, looks like 6 yards left of it. It was almost water bucket.
Yeah. So they'll be penalized 5 yards, so it's going to put them at now about 3rd and looks like about 14.
Number 2, Jamichael Ellis ran a go route on the bottom sideline.
Grab be 3rd and 16 now for the Golden Bears. Six minutes, about to get to delay a game if they don't hurry. Down to 2, down to 1, and there it is. They're going to call timeout. Lincoln calls a timeout.
Man, kind of a shot into the chops. The first
I think we'll take
right
a quick break as well. Folks, we had some bad news this week, and it's been a tough week for the Moody family. And we want to take this time to remember Mackenzie Dawn Miller. She was a 2023 graduate of Moody High School. She passed away from a car accident this week, and Moody family is hurting right now. Our prayers are with the Miller family, and the funeral is October 27th at First Baptist Moody. Visitation from 1 to 2, funeral at 2 p.m. There's a fellowship luncheon after the funeral at FBC Moody, but there is a candlelight this Sunday night. And Brother Willie Strickland, I know you may want to speak briefly on that real quick.
Yeah, I was asked to speak at that on, I just get emotional thinking about it. Speak at that on Sunday. And, when you do it, I do, you're always fearful of having to do stuff like that, but I'm honored that they asked me to do that. So, yeah, that'll be Sunday at 6 o'clock at Moody High School.
Thank you, Willie. All right, big third down for the Bulldogs. The Golden Bears. And he's getting rushed. That's big old Hank. Hank, Henry Smith, and Barack Willis. Wow.
Yeah, they're all over him. And here's the replay right here on him like wide on Rice. Henry gets through almost untouched. Barack right behind him. Henry takes him down, and Barack gets in on some of the action. I want to cut in. I don't want to move away too quickly as they're getting ready to kick it away, but I had the pleasure of leading Mackenzie on several mission trips, and watching her love people and serve people, and her heart for the Lord is the most important thing that gives comfort in a difficult time, knowing that we know exactly where she's at. And fantastic young lady, and we're praying for her family and all those that are close to her, and we know that all of our hearts are a little heavier this week.
Oh, almost a blocks. We did get some of it.
Yeah, it looked like Jagger Ludoff.
He closed quick on it, but going back to Mackenzie, it's been just a lot of heartache this week for the Moody family, and we want to remember the Miller family, and they're in our thoughts and prayers, and know that a lot of people are loving on them and praying for them, and hopefully we'll just get through this. The hardest part's coming up this weekend, so thoughts and prayers to the Miller family. All right, 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 45-yard line. Juju Hill goes in motion. That's LaCameron Meadows, I believe, off right in. He's still running, and he picks up about 6-7 yards. I believe that was LaCameron getting the start tonight.
Yeah, I believe it was too. It's a strong, physical, patient runner, waiting for the right hole and hitting it hard. Great first down pickup for the Blue Devils.
So 2nd and about 4. Moody showing twins. They're moving, doing a lot of shifting now. Elijah Rutledge comes in motion. He is set. Lowry takes it. He's looking to run. Pass is complete. Pass is complete. I'm trying to see who. That's Aubrey Walker. He's going to move the chains for Moody. Pick up that big first down.
Just a super deep receiving core for the Blue Devils. Jake is able to throw on the run right there, move the pocket, but fantastic protection from our offensive line on that one there.
LaCameron goes in motion, throws it over to LaCameron. He's looking, got a little run room. Great block. No flags. LaCameron's in open field. The flag finally comes in. I think they're going to get block in the back against Moody. Quick score update, St. Clair leads Jacksonville 7-0 early in the first quarter.
They can score quickly with Landon Smith at QB. He's got an arm on him.
Juju Hill coming in the ball game, was able to talk to Juju. Coach's show, just a nice, great young man there for the Moody Blue Devils.
It's been so cool to see his evolution of how he's been producing for the Blue Devils as well. He kind of started out as one of those later in the game guys, and now here he is, getting first down plays, first play of the game for the offense.
Moody penalized 10 yards, puts them back for 1st and long. Josiah Dozier goes in motion. Cameron Meadows gets the ball. Man, what a speed. Breaking 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's finally brought down, picks up about 11, 12 yards.
Yeah, it's a great play call on 1st and long. They have that 2-back set. They bring Juju in, who lays a perfect block to free LeCameron for a big pickup. Gets us back to where we're manageable here on second down. So you know what they say, no block, no rock, and Juju understood the assignment.
Second and about 8 now for the Blue Devils. Colin Eatman goes in motion. Jake Lowry looks to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's going to take it. He's going to run. He's got open field. He's looking. He takes a shot, but he gets positive yardage. He picks up about maybe 3 yards. So it'll be a big third down now for your Moody Blue Devils as Jake Lowry looks over to the sideline to get his play.
Yeah, might be looking at 4-down territory. We might want to put Legatron in motion. So what they plan to do on 4th down is going to dictate what their 3rd down play call is.
Single running back, LeCameron Meadows. You got twins at the top, twins at the bottom, but Jake's looking to throw. Pass is complete and caught. I can't see who that was.
Josiah
Dozier. Right. So it moves the chains. Moody on the move.
A great pickup block from LeCameron that gave Lowry the time he needed to deliver a dime to Josiah for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Jake Lowry throws. Oh, my goodness. Dangerous pass. Almost. I thought it was about to be picked and taken to the house, Brett Staggs.
Yeah, somebody at Lincoln's been watching film. We love to run those trips to the wide side of the field and throw a screen pass. But looks like number maybe 11 it went through almost untouched and almost ended up with Lincoln Golden Bear football.
Hey, that was number 0.
Number 0, sorry. It's hard to tell these.
That's Cameron Chapman. He is a senior for the Golden Bears. Now 2nd and 10, Elijah Rutledge goes in motion. Juju Hill looking for a little running up the middle. Juju Hill still fighting for yardage. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards, so it's going to be a big 3rd and 8 now for Moody. 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Juju Hill a week ago had 47 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. So big game for that young man.
Aiden White comes into the ball game. You got trips at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. LeCameron Meadows goes in motion. Pass is complete to LeCameron. He's got a lot of run room down that sideline. Oh, he jumps over a man. They're going to get him for a.
Yeah, you can't jump over a player. That's illegal.
Man, I hate that rule. I hate a lot of new rules
in high school. You cannot leap.
I understand it, but that's.
I thought the ball was just dead where he made the leap. I didn't think it was a penalty.
It's the right call. I just don't like the rule.
I couldn't see what he called over there actually, but it's a technical foul. Well.
They teed us up.
It's not quite time for that yet.
Getting close, though.
Yes, it is.
It looks like the basketball team will be playing in the new gymnasium.
Yes, and the pictures I saw, that floor is beautiful.
So that's a 5-yard penalty, 5-yard mark-off. Well, no, it's 15 yards from the end of the run. I'm sorry. So it's a critical penalty at a critical time on your first drive. 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go in this first quarter. So let's see what Coach K and his offensive staff dial up here on this one. Aiden White goes in motion. Jake Lowry looking to throw. There's that little screen. Elijah runs it open field, and he gets tripped up. He had some running room, but he gets tripped up.
And we got a player slow to get up.
It looked like maybe that's Fish.
Yeah, it's Fish.
Brinegar.
He pops on up. He's looking pretty good, but he's going to get a break. So we're going to have our freshman come in.
No, he's actually coming out.
Oh, come right back out.
So now the ball is.
Wow, Legatron's coming in.
Looks like this will be about a 38-yard field goal if the ball's right on the 20. So about 38-yarder here for Ryan McPherson. Little Harkett, Lee Prater is your holder. So Jake Gaines is going to call a timeout. As we mentioned earlier, folks, Moody has had a lot of heartbreak. We lost a great, great man this week, and Dale Stripling, former Moody principal, passed away unexpectedly. Man, it's just that's two from the Moody family that we lost this week, and it's just I can say a lot about Dale. I don't have enough time here on the broadcast, but he loved his students. He loved his teachers. He loved Moody, and we're just thinking about him and his family during this time. There will be a celebration of life November 3rd. That's all information I have on that. But Dale Stripling was principal at Moody, and prayers to him and his family. And again, man, it's been a tough week.
It's been tough. He used to have a catchphrase at the end of his announcements. It's a jungle out there.
It's a jungle out there. That's right. And I want to thank our producer for allowing us to remember the people we always have to get permission before we do anything, but we thank Eric Parsons for allowing us to remember these folks. So we're waiting on the snap here. Lee Prater looks back. There's the snap, the place, the kick. It's up, and, man, it's got leg. That's right down the middle.
That's what you call very good.
That's a weapon.
Moody strikes first. They're on the board, leading 3-0 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this first quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alatrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
No problem, dude. No problem.
So
No problem.
I lost track of time.
I knew something was – I'm sorry, we're back. We're talking here. We apologize for that. But Moody gets on the board first with a 38-yard field goal by Ryan McPherson. Trying to get our rhythm here, it seems, Brett Staggs. We're just,
bit by a couple penalties on that one.
Not sure why Ryan's coming off the field. They're pulling him off for some reason.
Mouthpiece.
So I think that's going to be Mason Mink for us.
That's right.
Yeah, Mason Mink's going to come in and do the kickoff duties here. He has a leg on him.
He does.
Not sure what happened, so when the ref comes over, he'll –
I don't think they blew it in yet.
Yeah. Not sure why McPherson came off.
Looked like they were gesturing towards a mouthpiece.
Well, I see these mouthpieces dangling all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just talking about maybe didn't have one at all.
Coach Gaines is talking to the.
He's saying, "Hey, it's a stoppage of play. Can we put Legatron back in?"
I didn't see any flag. Well, the line judge was not set, or the side judge wasn't set over here.
So we're going to have to be disciplined in our coverage. We're not used to.
Maybe Willie can find out what happened on that for us. Mason Mink. It's going to be returnable. You got to break down. And that guy's got some running room. He's got some speed, but they're going to come it back because there's a big penalty.
Mason Mink will make the tackle.
Look at Mason Mink.
Big hit on the sideline. Really a good kick from him. You know, we're so spoiled from Legatron going into the end zone, but Mason Mink, great kick and a great hit off the sideline. Good job, 4-0.
Shout out to his parents. I know they're watching Greg. Got a lot of activity happening here with the band and stuff, so we apologize with the music, but hey, we're in the stands, so.
So they definitely called it on Lincoln, but I'm not sure where the ball's going to end up being placed.
So Greg and Livy Mink, as the parents of Mason, had a lot of things going on up here, so I want to give them a shout out. Good folks.
Yeah, I don't remember ever being this close to the band before.
No, that's
but
first
you know,
time.
honestly, I don't know if I minded all that much. Kind of in the energy a little bit, as long as the audio's okay.
Yeah. I don't think our producers are too happy with it, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, Coach is going to need an explanation on that. The flag was thrown on the opposite 30.
Jake's not happy about it, so I don't know what they.
Yeah, they threw a flag on the opposite 30 about, more than 40 yards away.
He is.
And let's hope it's not one of those games, because we have, indisputable evidence of where the flag was thrown.
And now they're getting it correct now.
Thank God he said something.
Yeah.
Just so you asked a question about it was his mouthpiece.
Okay.
And David, you remember when we were here last year, last time we went through this last time, so this is unfamiliar. This is not unfamiliar to us. And that's all I'm going to say.
I wouldn't think that you have to help them make that decision. But so it goes.
And there were some Lincoln players were kind of they didn't know the penalty was behind them, so they were kind of jawing a little bit. But when you have a good kickoff return against this,
their coach is on the numbers, getting in somebody's ear. But I don't know how you could argue the penalty was thrown at the 25 or 30. They're way back. They keep.
That's a 15-yard.
Yeah, they're at the.
So it happened
at
the ball's on the 5. So it happened at the.
That's about
a 20. It happened at obviously at the 20. I thought it was up more toward the 30, but
that Lincoln's booing.
And the coach is still out on the field. He's wanting an explanation. They should give him a warning.
They've already blown the play in, and he's still on the field, and the officials are not warning him. They're letting him come out into the huddle with his players, it looks like.
Now, what's going to happen if they change this?
Okay, so
if they change it, I'll be out on the field with Coach Gaines arguing.
Well, we had 2 penalties on the play, both against Lincoln. One, face mask, that's the dead ball, and the other was holding.
Okay.
The half the distance. So
we took the face mask. We took the 15 yards. Yeah.
It's about a 65-yard swing from where they were originally going to place it to where they ended up putting it down. Man.
Well, currently it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 5. It looks like it's on the 5. So Willie, going back to the mouthpiece, he just didn't have it in, or he didn't have one?
He didn't have one. He said he hadn't used one all year.
Yeah,
so
you kick so many.
Think of it, he hadn't needed to.
Exactly.
So he was able to kick off and kick the field goal, but now they decided to not let him play because he didn't have his mouthpiece in.
Yeah, probably just noticed it. But you're right, Willie. He never has to get in any kind of contact because he's always kicking out the back of the end zone.
The end zone. They start at 20 every single time.
So is he going to bar somebody's mouthpiece?
They bring extra. They for sure bring extra. I've been a victim of losing mine a couple of times.
Okay.
So. He's got one hanging on his helmet now, so he's good.
Okay. He's out. They ought to give him an extra large neon green one so it's easy to see out there.
Didn't know we were going to talk about mouthpieces at the end of the last regular season game of the season.
Well, guys, if you're interested in any type of movie series or television series, go ahead and flip on an episode because the officials are
and the Lincoln coach is still out on the field trying to find Coach Gaines. I'm looking for Greg Gaines. I see Greg. Greg's cool right now.
Yeah,
so.
he told us before the game, he said, I'm going to be cool.
I'm going to be good tonight. He did tell us that.
Well, they're apparently talking about the movies that they want to watch together here at the end of the game. I'll tell you what.
It's not hard here to determine if there's 2 penalties, if one declines one and takes one. So I don't know what they're discussing. The Lincoln coach is still and this is his first head coaching job. Looked on the historical site, and this is his first head coaching job. So he's trying to build his program up here at Lincoln. And you see they don't have the numbers that we have. If you look over on the sideline, their numbers are way down, but it takes time. St. Clair still leading Jacksonville 7-0, and they're in the second quarter. All right, so it looks like it's going to be played ball. They're going to whistle the play back in.
At this rate, the players are going to have to go through another warm-up
before we get started. Yeah, they're stretching out there, fraternizing with the enemy.
1 minute and 49 seconds to go in this first quarter. As the Moody crowd is starting to get loud here. Let's see what this defense, just a simple handoff, and there he goes. He may have got 2, maybe 1.
Can't see. Looked like it may have been, Willie Kimball Jr. just swallowed him behind the line of scrimmage, actually. It's a big 5-1 for the Blue Devils. Again, another player who has grown and grown and grown throughout the season.
Actually, he lost a yard.
Yep, that's right.
So 2nd and 11 now for the Golden Eagles. And it's starting to get cold here.
It is, yeah. Had to stand up.
He's looking to throw. He's being rushed. He's being pressured. Just throws it. What a pitchy catch.
Threw it off of his back foot, and that's going to be a completion.
Wow.
Number 24 for the Golden Bears. That's Keaton Fields. Incredible catch.
Good coverage over there. It looked like Kaden Koffield was defending on that play.
Keaton Fields has been number 40 in the past, so some of these numbers may be off. He's been number 40 in the past on our roster. He's 24 on the stat sheets. He's number 40. So we'll try our best with the names.
Big first down now for the Golden Bears. Little toss to the left over there and finds very little running room. Going to pick up about maybe 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 for the Golden Bears with 22 seconds to go in this first quarter. So that may be the last play.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be.
Yep, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your Moody Blue Devils are leading 3-0. And we have one more person we would like to remember, the 411 Network. Miss Earlene Banks was a special, beautiful soul. Me and Willie knew her for a long, long time. You may have heard me in the Leeds game talk about Toby Banks being a friend of mine and Willie's. And this is Toby's mom. She died unexpectedly last Sunday, suffered a stroke, and just a wonderful, wonderful human being. And they laid her to rest today in a beautiful service by Brother Billy Abrams, and I was able to watch it on streaming, and I appreciate them allowing that to happen. But Earlene Banks is just we're going to miss her, but heaven's gain is our loss. So we want to take this time, 411 Network, remember Miss Earlene Banks, and her Charles and Toby and Carol. They're in our thoughts and prayers. We're back here to live action. Started the second quarter, 2nd and 8. But it's been a rough week of losing people, Brett. It's been tough. And
it's been a heavy one.
And even the Cleveland High School with Kimber and that tragedy. It's just it's tough. Life is not fair, and you got to have strong faith.
Amen.
Little misdirection there, a little reverse, and he's got open. Oh, great play, and he broke away, and he's in open field. He's down that sideline. Looks like that's number 9.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I might be sticking with numbers for most of this game. A lot of the positions and the numbers are different on our roster versus stat sheet versus what we've seen before. So might just be sticking to calling numbers some for the Golden Eagles.
It may be. That's Kaden Koffield, I believe how you pronounce that name, but he picked up big yardage and moved the chains for the Golden Bears, so 1st and 10.
Brett, I've had to do that several times. That's enough, so I get it.
A little toss over there, and he finds a little running room, open field. He picks up about 8, maybe 9 yards on the. No, they're actually going to mark and give him about 6. So 2nd and 4. Correction, they're going to give him 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 now for the Golden Bears. They're finding a little life here.
They are, and they had some, kind of in their first possession as well. It died out quickly.
Yeah.
If you'll remember when they got behind the stick. So it's going to be essential for the Blue Devils on 1st down to make a big play. If they get ahead of the 6, they start rolling.
So 2nd and 3 now for the Golden Bears. Oh, there's a great play. They read that. That's Caden Mitchell, I believe.
That is 23 Caden Mitchell, another one of those players we've been so impressed with. Here's the replay right here. Before they can even get anything going, Caden Mitchell is living in the backfield. Barack's in there. A couple other players. Marshall Chiafilo in there, swarming to the football, and that's what the Blue Devils needed right here. 3rd and medium left over for the Golden Bears.
It looks like now about 3rd and about 7, give or take. Coach Campbell and his defensive staff are dialing it up here. See if we can get some pressure on that quarterback. He's being pressured. That screen play. Oh!
Willie Kimball Jr. and old Hank right in his face before that screen could develop.
Yep.
Quarterback's looking for some kind of roughing the passer. He's not going to get it, and that's going to be 4th and medium left over for the Golden Bears.
Great pursuit there, that defensive line.
I'll say this. Henry Smith has been on their side of the football more than our side so far this game. He's in the backfield. He's feeling something tonight.
So it's showing 4th down. Looks like they may be dialing it up here, rolling the dice, so to speak. 10 minutes, 12 seconds to go in this first half. And looks like they're going to call a timeout. And we're going to take a quick timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil Seed to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000. A firm large enough for all your legal needs, but small enough to know your...
Welcome back into the 411 Network here at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Alabama. Right up I-20, about 35 minutes from Moody up I-20. And it's 4th down for the Golden Bears. They had set up to run a play and they called a timeout. Looks like they're still going to go for it here. So it looks like what they're going to dial up. It could be a pooch kick as well.
Could be. Maybe they saw something they liked, but we made some adjustments as well. We got 2 high safeties, obviously, on a 4th and medium call. Now we got 1 high as he'll roll down.
There it is, a pooch kick, nobody back. And it's going to take a Moody bounce and just die at the 30, 29, maybe the 29-yard line. I've been watching some of our film there.
Yeah.
On the pooch kick.
Yeah, that's right. Now we really need to see the Blue Devils settle in right here. Felt like a long and short first quarter all at the same time. Not a whole lot of possessions. The clock was just running and running on that one. So, two-back look for the Blue Devils.
Looks like we got, is that Juju and LeCameron?
That's what it looks like.
Or is Iron Man in there? Elijah goes in motion. That's LeCameron. LeCameron looking for the air. Goes LeCameron off that left side. LeCameron Meadows is still up. LeCameron Meadows, he's still up. He's going to be pushed out at about the 38-yard line of Lincoln. I don't see any penalty flags, Brett Staggs.
I don't either. And here's the replay right here. LeCameron is known for just steady runs, but here he is, breaks off a big chunk play, breaking tackles and being shifty upfield. That's a fantastic run from big LeCameron Meadows, the beast.
The beast. Got trips shown at the bottom of the screen. LeCameron Meadows goes in motion. They're going to get us for, he headed toward up the field. They're going to get us for false start. You can't make, no, offsides. Okay. I thought LeCameron had turned up.
Cameron Meadows a week ago, 54 yards rushing and a touchdown. Really, he only rushed the ball 5 times a week ago. It was running back by committee against Springville last week.
So 1st and 5 now for the Blue Devils. LeCameron goes into motion. Jake Lowry looks to throw. He's got a man. He's got it complete. That's Aubrey Walker.
That's right.
Picks up another first down for the Blue Devils as they move the chains. With 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this first half, Moody is on the move.
Aubrey Walker, 275 yards receiving. He averages 40 yards receiving per game. He's got 4 touchdowns. But shout out again, that offensive line for the Blue Devils gave Jake plenty of time to make a read and get the football out.
Aubrey like to call him the Flash.
And he is so fast.
So is Aiden White.
Yep.
So 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Elijah goes in motion. Is that Juju Hill? Juju Hill looking for a little running room. Juju Hill breaking tackles, picking up about 9 yards. Big Juju Hill.
2 touchdowns and an interception last week. Juju Hill is the man. Number 20, averaging 30 yards for rushing per game, but 7 yards per carry. Juju Hill, fantastic young running back for the Blue Devils.
And coming in the ball game is the Iron Man, number 8. KJ, we like to call him the K-Train as well. He's in the ball game. So Brett's smiling now because he's seeing KJ and Juju in the backfield.
Yeah. KJ averaging over 10 yards, almost 11 yards every time he touches the football is
Looks
Kevin
like
James.
we're fixing to get a measurement, boys.
They're going to stop the clock to measure.
Wonder if we can just wave that off. Thanks, but no thanks.
St. Clair County still leading Jacksonville 7-0 with looks like about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter up there at St. Clair County hosting the Golden Eagles. You got the Golden Bears and the Golden Eagles.
That's right.
Pelham is up 7-0. Great wave.
Okay, thank you there, Willie.
I did bring my cooler. I was worried about keeping my drinks cold. No problem tonight.
We'll have our 411 studios up in Big Nectar, Alabama, calling in here shortly, giving us some score updates.
Oak Grove, big victory over Fairfield last night.
Yeah.
Those Tigers got it done. They'll be headed to the playoffs. I believe they're the 3rd seed coming out of their region.
Arrington leading Geneva County 14-8. Pelham up 14-0 now.
I was about to say, you beat me to it.
Jake Lowry waits on the snap. He's going to give it to Iron Man right up the middle. KJ, just breaking tackles.
Flags.
Well, his face mask. They about took his helmet off.
So KJ, I mean, he just ran through everybody's body to get into the end zone. That's Kevin James. Looks like they are calling the face mask, and looks like it will be an official touchdown for the Blue Devils. Great job.
That was a Iron Man run
it was.
right there.
Oh, they call him down to 1.
Really?
Yeah, at the 1. That's about the half-yard line.
KJ with 4 touchdowns on the year. Like I said, averaging almost 11 yards every time he touches the football. 2 games, 100 yards plus. He's the second leading rusher for the Blue Devils, right behind Cameron Meadows.
So 1st and goal now for the Blue Devils. I'm sure Coach K is going to dial up and give it to the K-Man, the K-Train, Iron Man. He's got a lot of nicknames.
This whole team has a lot of nicknames this year. It's pretty good ones. But also, I mean, you don't want to throw it this first and this close, but, you look at that matchup. Josiah Dozier 1-to-1 at the right side of the screen. It's hard to pass up.
KJ goes in motion. And, man, we're off there, so we're going to be penalized 5 yards for false start. Cherokee County all over Asheville, 14-0.
Seen anything about Pell City yet?
I have not. I'm waiting for my the 411 Studios up in Nectar, Alabama, to give us some update as they gather in data for us here, our live broadcast. Kevin James off that left side, taking tacklers with him, leans forward, and he's in. He's got to be in. Yep, he's in. The Iron Man.
Love the play call right there. He almost gets into the end zone, and you just give an opportunity. Here's the replay right here. Let the big dog eat. KJ gets his 5th touchdown of the season. Running back university here at Moody High School. They just get better and better as the season goes on.
Now that all-important extra point, Lee Prater is your holder. Ryan McPherson has his mouthpiece in.
Amen.
It's the snap, the place, the kick, up, and it's good with 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this first half. Your Moody Blue Devils 10, Lincoln nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go, sports ball.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Your Moody Blue Devils leading Lincoln Golden Bears 10-0 with 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this second quarter, and it is starting to get cold because Bill Morris has his hoodie on over there like he's freezing to death.
My dad's wearing shorts.
Yeah, and he's got a little
classic
he's
dad
got a little
move.
pumpkin blanket over his legs there, so that's classic. We ought to get a picture and put it on the network for him, and yeah, they're right to our left here, so yeah, we're giving y'all some love on the broadcast. Bill's cold because he's old. That's why.
You mean Dr. Morris?
Yeah, Dr. Morris. That's right.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Oak Grove beat Fairfield, but they hung 61 on them.
Wow.
Big kind of rivalry in that neck of the woods, and Dad's proud of that. Former state championship football player for Oak Grove.
Ryan McPherson has it teed up. Yeah, that one's going into the end zone.
Glad he had his mouthpiece in.
We're gonna roll with that one all night tonight, brother. I'm telling you. Again, this is the final regular season home game. We want to thank all our sponsors that make this 411 Network available to you to be able to stream it. And remember, playoff time, you have to go through the NFHS site. You have to buy a monthly membership.
It's worth it.
Or you can do a yearly membership. But to watch the games when we start the playoffs, it will be available on the 411 Network, but only through the NFHS website. So I encourage you to do that tonight. All right, 1st and 10 Lincoln from their own 20. Little handoff. And look at the pursuit there. Marshall Teofilo. He fumbles the ball out of bounds, but the speed of Marsha Teofello.
Yeah, turn on the Jets right there. Still a big first down pickup for the Lincoln Golden Bears. And the Blue Devils have struggled after Lincoln has had a big pickup on first down. So let's see how they bounce back right here.
He picks up about 6 yards, so 2nd and 4 now for the Golden Bears with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this first half. They have one running back in the backfield with the quarterback, and again, it's a new quarterback this game. Going to get delay a game.
Yeah, it was an interesting set. It looked almost like a heavy set.
So Lincoln will be penalized 5 yards, so now it's going to be 2nd and about 8. Man, that temperature has dropped.
It is. The Blue Devils can't figure out which personnel they want to put in.
Well, Lincoln's coming to the line. They got a receiver not covered there. Now they're getting set.
Some late adjustments from the Blue Devils. Oh,
that was a hand up right up the middle.
Yeah.
He got past the initial line, but he met those Bash brother linebackers.
That's right. Pell City game, I'm getting a report that we have a score of 0-0 at the half.
Wow.
So, tight ball game in Pete Ricks Stadium.
I think everybody picked Pell City to win that game.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the wrong. Yeah.
You are listening to us,
right,
aren't you, Willie?
Yes.
Lincoln sends a man in motion. Oh, there's that screen, and it's called. Oh, what a block.
Yeah.
And he runs it to his own man.
Great setup from the Lincoln Golden Bears. Fantastic blocks. Henry got double teamed by a couple big old boys. Was able to kind of disrupt it, but could have been a larger pickup, and I think Marshall was the one that was eventually able to pull him down.
So that moves the chain for Lincoln. We defend that screen pretty well.
Because we got burned on it so many times before, so we've learned.
The crowd's been kind of quiet here. A little toss left. And there's a host of Blue Devils bringing him down.
Swarming.
Man.
So they ran a little bunch set right off the tight end. Caden Mitchell did a great job of setting the edge and not letting him get outside of him. Still going to be a pretty big first down pickup, but the swarm of Blue Devils took him down.
Flag.
Yeah, penalty flag over there on that side. I think they're getting false start against Lincoln. I guess the receiver over there wasn't set. Yep, or it's a legal formation. Probably a legal formation.
5 yards against the Golden Bears. It'll be first down and 15.
4 minutes, 14 seconds to go in this first half. Stay with us this halftime as we'll get some comments from head football coach Jake Gaines from Willie. I'll be conducting that interview. Also the Moody Blue Devils marching band, also the Lincoln band.
Ooh.
We'll pass out there. Oh, what a great play.
Who
was that?
I don't know, but he needs to calm it down a little bit. Looked like number 10, Kaden Koffield.
Yeah.
Man, he flew in. Here's a replay. Just delivered the boom, broke straight through a would-be blocker. Gets it jacked up and excited about that one after the play.
Play lost a couple more yards, so they're saying 2nd and 15. Or actually, the play failed to gain. So 2nd and 15 now for the Golden Bears. And they're bringing the heat. Oh, he's going deep. He's got a man. Oh, picked off! It is picked off! Randall Owen has it. He's at the 50. He's looking for blockers. He's still up. He's going to get it.
We're going to play balls out.
And the ball's out.
Oh,
and he's out of bounds.
No. I don't know.
We also got a flag over here on the sideline, too.
So we got multiple flags here. So I think Lincoln recovered the fumble, didn't they?
Looked like it. Man, what a great interception.
Owen Randall, he knows it. He's just trying to make a little extra play, and they.
Yeah.
So let's see what the calls are here. You may get offsetting penalties. Yep, looks like it's going to be offset. Well, I don't know. Holding against Moody declined. Wow. So it's defensive holding or holding on the return. All right, 1st and 10 for Lincoln. We got a new quarterback. He's looking for a little running room. He ain't going to get nothing. Oh, he breaks away. He's still up. Running. He's pushing the pile. He's still up on his feet. Wow, what a run. It looked like that's number 8. Braylon Strickland. He picked up 9 yards, 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go in this first half. Looked like they had him back there, Brett. And he just, the strong legs of that running back, he broke tackles. And
they got some scrappy athletes on the team. We've seen it all season. They've been in it at halftime, and we're seeing the fruits of their hard work so far.
So 2nd and 1 now for Lincoln. They're going to hand it to him again. He's right up that middle, and he ain't going to get much. But I think he's going to get enough to move the chains. Yep,
looks like it.
Clock will stop with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in this first half. So a new set of downs. Coach Gaines is in our side judge's ear there. We talked earlier in the pregame show that they're a feisty bunch. You just can't let them hang around.
Absolutely.
And right now they're hanging around. And Moody leads 10-0. As you hear the cowbells. Another little run again. He's finding running. He's still breaking tackles. So that's something that our defense has been very well locking up on tackles, Brett. And tonight it's just not happening for us.
That's Jalen Adair. He's got 566 yards. He averages 10 yards per carry, averages 81 yards rushing per game. He's got 3 touchdowns on the season. He's looking pretty good right now as they're sending 5 out.
Yeah, they got a little trickery here.
And we're having to adjust.
A little halfback pass, stay with him. If he just turns around, Noah turns around.
Great coverage.
No, you got to be kidding me. You've
got 2 officials that are standing feet from him. It looks like the white hat from about 40 yards away chunks a flag. I mean, they're literally standing on top of him.
Unreal.
That is unreal.
The side judge is the one that threw the flag. The 2 back judges were running with them.
So
now they're going to talk about
30 yards away from the play when you got 2 officials standing on top of him.
Yep. Pass interference against Moody.
Maybe we'll get an apology from the NCAA too, like Auburn did.
Easy, big fella.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been good for the last 3 weeks. I'm running out of patience.
The Moody fans here are not happy as that was a questionable call.
It was a great coverage from our young man. He stayed on top of him after a double reverse. He did everything perfect, and a bad penalty call from the ref is going to take away that momentum.
So let's see if this defense locks down here. We're under 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Little toss jet sweep, and he's got a little running room over there, and he's runs out of bounds and stops the clock with 42 seconds to go. They do have some speed.
13-yard line. 2nd down 3 for the Golden Bears.
He picked up 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Let's see if we can keep him out of that end zone. Wow, just that interception from Owen and then the fumble and the penalty and let's see if this Moody crowd gets loud here. Oh, he's got a lot of running room over there. It closes quick. Man, he takes a hit. I thought we had him.
He's going to pick up that first.
It's going to be first and goal now for Lincoln. 32 seconds to go in this first half. It's right on the 5-yard line. They hurry to the huddle as the clock starts to run. High snap. Confusion. He almost fumbled the snap. And he's going to call a timeout with 13 seconds to go. I thought the snap was almost fumbled. It slowed the play down just a little bit, but Moody was able to stop him after maybe a 3-yard. Trying to see where the ball is placed on the 2-yard line, I believe.
Man, with 13 seconds left, this is, it's what the defense kind of lives for. Yep. These are those grown man downs of football. The 3-yard line with only 13 seconds left.
Moody will get receive the kickoff coming out, started the third quarter, so this is if we can get a stop here and go in leading 10-0, this is a win-win here if we can stop them from scoring. St. Clair County still leads Jacksonville 7-0 there at halftime. Up at Brent Venables Field in Odenville, Alabama. St. Clair trying to get that win to host for the first time in a long time in the 5A state playoffs. So let's see what Lincoln dials up here. Looks like they're going to go with a heavy package, just a single running back. He's going to be up under center. Send a man in motion, little reverse, and it's going to – great play.
Man. And a pass.
And a pass.
Great play call
razzle
from the Lincoln Golden Bears. They've had that play drawn up all season, waiting for an opportunity to use it, and they executed it perfectly. The Golden Bears will get in the end zone just before halftime.
Yep.
That is gut-wrenching, especially after a penalty call like that.
Had everybody fooled on that one. I thought we had him in the backfield, but a little double reverse pass to the quarterback. Now the extra point place. That's fumbled the snap, and they're on him.
He's going to throw it at Willie. Almost hits Willie with the football as he jogs off the sideline.
So that's a big play right there, believe it or not.
The old man can still move when he needs to.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, well, it hurts a little bit more as you get older, Willie.
Yes, it does, but I'm okay. I still ride a bike.
Stay with us as we'll get some comments from head football coach Jake Gaines on this first half. Kind of a long, I don't know about the first half. It's just been kind of slow.
Yeah, slow. Not a lot of possessions. Bit by the penalty bug a little bit there we've seen. Blue Devils looked a lot better on their second offensive possession. They did on their first. They're able to get some points, but just feels like they haven't settled in yet.
Yeah.
Like there's still some sand shifting around in there, and it will lock in at halftime like we always do and feel confident about the situation that we're in.
8.9 seconds to go in this first half. Back deep is Elijah Rutledge and Aubrey Walker. I don't know if they'll want to kick it to them or not, but these guys can flip the field quickly. As we talked about early in the broadcast, yep, I believe so.
Yep.
So
tonight
is mouthpiece night here at Lincoln. But we talked about Lincoln in the pregame, how they're with a lot of teams in the first half, just hanging around. But they've improved. I mean, they've took St. Clair down to the wire last week. So the new coach here is building his program up, and just takes time. Little push kick. Great field position. Well, yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know what. If I was Jake, I would probably try one downfield with those receivers you have.
Yeah, especially with deep threats like Elijah and Josiah. You can throw a screen pass to any of our receivers, and they might take it 99 yards to the house. Then Josiah, we know what a threat he is with the fade.
So 7 seconds left, 7.3 seconds left in this first half. Let's see what Moody dials up here. Jake Lowry looking to run.
Great block from LeCameron.
And he gets out of bounds. And you know what's coming here. I believe Legatron's going to come out on the field. So that would be, that'd be a long.
Yeah. Might be better suited just chunking one up to number one right here, seeing what happens.
I think that's what they're about to do.
Yeah, they got 3. They're going to bait the safety. Let's see what they dial up. You got twins at the top, twins at the bottom. You got to give him enough time to throw it. Here we go. Jake looks. And he's going to chunk it. He's got Josiah Dozier. Oh.
Nobody comes down with it. That's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's going to end the first half with your Blue Devils leading 10-6. Stay with us as we get some comments from head football coach Jake Gaines, then the Moody Blue Devils marching band, followed by the Lincoln Golden Bears marching band. Let's take it down to Willie Strickland with head football coach Jake Gaines.
Coach, like always in this stadium, this is a feisty Lincoln Golden Bear bunch that we're dealing with right now in the first half.
Yeah. They're doing a good job of controlling the ball and eating the clock. We only had the ball twice. Those 2 plays don't really count for possessions, but we got to find a way to get off the field defensively. We had 2 stops early, but they're still able to eat up 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and we were able to score both times on offense. But yeah, no, it's a great game. These guys have been playing tough all year. They've gotten better every game. So for us, we just gotta defensive. We get the ball starting to happen. Defensive, man, we got to get off the field on 3rd down and just can't let them kind of play into their game by letting them eat all the clock.
I never get to ask you a second question because you answer all my questions that I have in my head on the first question. So good luck to you in the second half.
Trying to. My family, one day will make it tonight, but just want to say hey to Peyton, Bo, and Bentley. Love you guys. But yeah, we'll be back in the second half.
There you go, guys.
Thank you, Willie. All right, now Lincoln's now just getting off the field, so stay with us as you have your Moody Blue Devil marching band followed by the Lincoln Golden Bear marching band.
And Rusty St. John, Principal Dr. Christopher Walters, and Band Director Ethan Owens, we proudly present the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band. Auxiliary captains are Lindsay Farley, Emma Hutchins, and Chandler Rivers. Auxiliary sponsors Brittany Hadcox. Majorette choreographer is Aaliyah Long. Dance line choreographer is Elise Roberts. And guard choreographer is Kirsten Pritchard. Tonight, the Blue Devils Band will perform their 2025 production, The Phoenix. Musical selections include The Phoenix by Fall Out Boy, Viva La Vida by Coldplay, and Uprising by Muse. Drum major Alexa McCain, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band.
Several years ago.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Lacey and Principal Matt Brooks, welcome to the performance of the Lincoln High School Spirit of the Bears Marching Band. The show composer is Mike Munter, and the color guard instructor is Mallory Duncan. The band is under the direction of Davis Henry. Tonight, the band will perform their show, Wanted, with music including The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Pink Panther, Bad Guy, Swing Low, Swing Cherry, Man of Constant Sorrow, Folsom Prison Blues, Big Eyes, and Magnificent Seven. Drum Major, Christian Brown, is your band ready?
You're right.
The Spirit of the Bears Marching Band.
Playoffs. It's gonna be the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's my last regular.
Yeah. Several years, it's been several years ago since I read this article. Professional football players within 4 years out of being out of football.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this